Welcome back, everybody. So if you're a prepper or a homesteader, you should know how important it is to be self-sufficient and prepared for any situation. Growing your own food is a crucial part of that, and planting high-bush blueberries can be a valuable addition to your homesteading efforts. In this video, we're going to be discussing the process for planting high-bush blueberries and some tips and tricks to ensure they grow successfully. To ensure the best results, I started by measuring out the area I wanted to plant, spacing the bushes about 4 feet apart. Then I dug a hole using a shovel. A hoe was great for breaking up the soil and removing large rocks, while the shovel was perfect for digging a deeper hole. Using leftover pieces of rebar, I tied a string to them and created a guide for ensuring I was digging a straight line. This was especially helpful when I was using the hoe, as it can be difficult to keep a straight line without a guide. When it came time to plant the blueberries, I used the same guide to ensure that they were planted in a straight line as well. This not only makes the garden look neat and tidy, but also makes it easier to maintain and harvest the blueberries later on. Blueberries are packed with nutrients and antioxidants, making them a great addition to any diet. When harvesting the blueberries, this should be done in the morning, and when the berries are cool and the sugar content is at its highest. Gently pick the berries and place them in a container. Take care not to crush or bruise them. Once harvested, blueberries can be stored in a refrigerator for up to 10 days. They can be frozen for later use simply by washing and then drying them, placing them in a freezer-safe container. Furthermore, blueberries can be preserved through canning, dehydrating, which can extend their shelf life and provide a valuable source during times of emergency and scarcity. This can also be used for medical remedies, as they are antioxidants and antibacterial properties that can aid in healing. Now let's talk about the varieties of blueberries that we will be planting. I chose to plant several different varieties: Jersey, North Blue, and a few other varieties. Planting multiple varieties can ensure a good food germination rate and that blueberries will be available early spring and throughout the entire year going into the fall. It's important to ensure that blueberries will flower at similar times of the year, so choosing varieties with similar flowering patterns will be required. The ideal pH range for blueberries is between 4.0 and 5.0, which is quite acidic. Before planting, it is essential to test your soil pH and make necessary adjustments to achieve the required acidity. This can be done by adding soil enhancers such as sulfur or peat moss to make the soil more acidic. To start the planting process, I began to measure out the area I wanted to plant. I spaced each plant approximately 4 feet apart, creating their own row with 5 plants. I also added a mixture of black earth and peat moss to provide additional nutrients to the plant. Once the blueberries start to establish, it will be important to provide them with additional nutrients through fertilizer or through using compost. In terms of care, blueberries require consistent moisture and adequate drainage. They also benefit from regular pruning to ensure healthy and productive plants. Pruning should be done in late winter and early spring. In terms of pests and disease, blueberries are relatively low maintenance. However, they are susceptible to certain pests such as birds and deer. To prevent these pests, it is recommended to use netting or other barriers. As we discussed earlier, planting multiple varieties of blueberries can ensure a steady supply of berries throughout the growing season, which can be a valuable food source. Blueberries can be part of the preparedness plan by providing reliable resources, nutrients, in the eventuality of emergencies or disasters. Additionally, planting blueberries can be a valuable addition to your preparedness and self-sufficiency efforts. So why not give it a try and start planting your own blueberry bushes?